It's midnight on Monday, September 30th. You're watching Channel Zero, your very own channel guide. If you can just leave that right there, thanks. If you go to bed real quick, we're going to give you the rundown tonight. Conan the Barbarian starts soon on Movie Moments, Channel 7 and 1/3. Don't miss, what? Oh, is that, yeah, watches. Eduvision's showing us some prize watches on 31, but first, we've got a little grocery tune on AniTV, sponsored by Boris Farm's Dust. It's a beautiful night. Keep an eye out for the open window, and we'll be back for more in no time. See you soon after these short messages. Wherever you are, happy watching, and thanks again. Welcome.
Discount experts will be
AniTV. Yeah, that's what it is.
Can of soup, can of soup. I have to buy a can of soup. It's the only way we ever eat any food. A can of soup. I have to buy a can of soup. It's the only way we ever eat any pizza. A can of soup. A can of soup. I have to buy a can of soup. It's the only way we ever eat any peas with a can of soup. A can of soup. I have to buy a can of soup. It's the only way we ever eat any peas with a can of soup. A can of soup. Have to buy a can of soup. It's the only way we ever eat any peas with a can of soup. A can of soup. I have to buy a can of soup. It's the only way we ever eat
A can of soup. A can of soup.
Want to know what my favorite part of breakfast is? Dust. So then I hear Boris Farm makes its very own dust. No pieces, no flakes, no puffs. Just smithereens. I gotta try this. Wait, it's not crunchy. It's dusty. Enjoy a bowl of dust with a splash of cold milk, or serve as a snack on the go. Go, 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 go.
Did you forget that you are simply dust, floating through space, waiting to return to the great wide nothing? Come back to the nothing, child of the dust. Come back to the cold and endless nothing. That's it. Back you come.
Go, go! Holy cow! That's good dust!
This one is my favorite, the Reverso, which was designed in 1931. It flips over and locks into place. The original idea was to be a sport watch for polo players. So for whatever reason, they didn't want to take their watches off while they played, which would have been a lot easier. But the result was designing this really cool watch that flips over, and I just think it's really awesome, and it's beautifully finished. And one of the fun things about these for people who collect them is it has this, steel backing on it that you can have engraved. And I had mine engraved with this quote from Emily Bronte: "No coward soul is mine."
He's available.
Eduvision's going all out with the beginning and end of everything. That's right, everything in its entirety, and that's some learning. That's on channel 31 coming up. Channel 7 1/3 is the middle of a mid-season marathon of everyone's favourite A Matter of Time. Gotta respect Jack Always and crew. That's 30 years and counting. But first, this.
Discount experts will be in shadow, in light, in shadow.
Once upon a time, a long, long time ago, a picture of space.
Space.
Yeah, a picture of space. Space, time, and history. Space. I'm scared and darkness. There's planets, and I think there's a planet that's invisible. And stars flow around when it's nighttime. There's a sun right now, and we have no sense.
And worlds within worlds.
And the planet we live in is planet Earth. We're family.
Do you know about the beginning of Earth?
It was a hot pot and there was lava. That's all I remember about.
Do you know what happened next?
One thing turned into another thing, and then into another thing, and then into another thing, and then into another thing. What's gonna happen? It looks like a long time ago. Something happened. And then, well, it happened again someday. I don't know. I forgot. Life. And then one day, dinosaurs existed. We got really deep. And they found an egg. And the egg cracked. And there was a giant. And then had a door. And it spied. And it opened and there's people walking out. And I think that's goofy. Life is so good. And those people made people and made people, and those people made people, and those people made people, and those people made people. And then dinosaurs died. Some dinosaurs died, and some dinosaurs turned into, like evolution, into birds. Dinosaurs are the ancestors of birds. No pictures of tigers. No pictures of people. Picture of nature. Picture of trees. The sun goes down, the sun comes up. The sun goes down when it's night, and the moon comes up when it's day like this. Sun down, sun up. Moon down, moon up. The moon goes up, and people sleep.
Safe and restful sleep.
People walk around. People grow up. People get old. People die. People die. Maybe they become ghosts. but we don't know if ghosts are real.
What happens if you die?
Nothing. Yeah?
Do you think you're gonna die one day?
I think so. But anything not confusing, huh? Going to happen. What's going to happen? What's going to happen? Planet Earth is going to rebuild again and disappear. Come again, disappear. Come again, disappear. Come again, disappear. Come again, disappear.
And next on Eduvision, What's a Thousand Years? Find the answers tonight at midnight.
The Remembers. Wow! You've asked for it, and now it's here. The memory you can wear. Just press on the genuine diamond, and you can hear the last voice message from your dearly departed anytime you like. For the low, low price of $19.95, you can carry the weight of the lost, and never have to let go.
I'm just calling to let you know those eggs you bought. I dropped them. It's a real big mess. Our dogs. A dog's allergic to eggs because I was just thinking about, like Sparky. Thanks, well then there's the shells. Okay.
So many. Okay, call me back. Whenever. Okay. In time you'll come again, and I'll be on my best behavior, and I'll smile like I had practiced in the mirror. And when that time is here, I'll know the fear is only in my head, but so is everything I'm remembering. In time I'll see you out, and slightly doubt you recognize my face, and I'll smile and hope you don't walk any nearer. And when that time arrives, I'll know our lives are really truly not what I'm remembering, but nor is anything.
wagon tends to keep on moving. All the while, my mind's not getting any clearer. And when that time has come, our rule of thumb is don't forget what I have always known to be true. There's no forgetting you. There's time for the space you need. There's time for the space you need. There's time. Go at your very own speed. There's time for the space you need. Love will come again. One evening when you least expect it. And to your heart, there'll be no other dearer. And when that fateful day round April, May has come, I'll know the sum of all there was to be. In time, just memories of you and me.
I've been thinking about the past a lot recently. Not for any real reason, other than the fact that I think it's good to think about the past as often as you can. Our brains are made of pathways, and every day in our minds we have to decide what path to take. Our train of thought, so to speak. Those paths we tread often become strong, paved, smooth. Usually these paths are our worries, while our early memories are left to the overgrowth, barely trodden through until eventually there's no indication of them at all. I try to keep these paths a bit more fresh. I try to remember where they are on my little mind strolls. Some are nice walks, others are more painful and dark, but if you tread there enough, I feel they become less and less scary. The other day, I sat on the curb outside of a store. I looked down and I saw the ants scurrying around my sudden presence. I saw spiders crawling over clovers and roly-polies climbing up the curbs and those tiny red bugs covering rocks like freckles. I remembered suddenly that I used to sit on the curb while my mom was in the laundromat. I watched the bugs then just as I do now. Did the colors wash out from the sun then too? Did the oil flow through puddles like liquid rainbows then too? Crushed ends of cigarettes laid on the earth like unplanted seeds. Am I as tall now as my shadow was then? I walked to the laundromat. I walked to the laundromat. A cut from my knee to my foot. A cut from my knee to my foot. Or did I dream that? Pennies stuck in the rubber dividing the wall from the floor, rusted and growing green. I sat outside where sun-bleached magazines were left. Highlights magazine. I traced mazes with my eyes, circled words in the word search with my eyes, and found the difference between two similar drawings with my eyes too. 45 minutes, my mom calls from her book. I scoop rocks out of the ashtray outside and throw them at the stubborn plants between the cracks. We didn't know that a scene like this would only last so long. We didn't know the parking lots wouldn't belong to us anymore one day. We didn't know that the puddles were never ours to begin with. That when it rained here, it was sunny just over the hills. That band-aids didn't heal any better than kisses. We didn't know that we were learning how to belong.
Have you been hearing me?
Not really.
Look, a green and shiny thing.
I was on the bus recently. A kid, maybe 10, was standing by the doors, pouring candy from a box into his mouth, chewing with his mouth open. An older man stepped up to the doors and tripped on his way in, almost falling before catching himself. The kid laughed. Not maliciously, but just because he found it funny. He looked back out the window and laughed to himself some more before dumping the rest of the box candy into his mouth. He hadn't learned how to belong yet. The world was still his own. I think that maybe some of us never really learn how to belong. We know that we're supposed to, and that only makes us feel forever different. We know some of the rules and we play by them well enough, some better than others, but we never really quite get the game. Things don't make much sense. Why say things you don't mean? Why be nice to people you don't like? Why shouldn't the puddles be mine? I like the idea of calling places you used to visit as your old haunts, as if a part of yourself is still there, in spirit. I'm still in front of the laundromat, trying to count ants, scraping blood off of my knees with leaves, tying worms in soft knots, watching them undo themselves and wondering if I was ever a worm too. Walking funny and making weird turns because I heard God knows everything and I want to see if I can trick him, to really show him whose world this is. We're still playing in that street down there, and if you listen carefully, you'll hear us collectively shout car. A warning not for ourselves, but to the driver, to let them know whose world they're in. I have plenty more places to haunt still. There's a lot of ghosts left in me yet. You can find a trail of me in a hollowed out tree when I was kissed by the river, but also more recently in the park behind where I lived. I filmed here, and I did film here, right? I sat here, and I knocked my shoes together, and I slid down here, but did I? It feels... It doesn't quite feel... Maybe we'll grow into our shadows yet.
Where do you like to spend most of your time?
Where do you like to spend most of your time? Where do you like to spend most of your time? Perhaps on your front porch, watching busy people pass you by. Or in a cozy lounge, reading Eine kleine Fuchsfabel. Charlie here, well, I think Charlie would like to spend most of his time in a little garden. So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to make him a little garden. A place of his very own to sit and ponder. I think we all need a good pondering spot. First, I'm going to pick out a good plot of land and break some ground. Then it's time to lay down the lawn. I may as well tell you the fable of the fox and the grapes as we go. A very hungry fox came upon some grapes hanging high on a vine. So high that even the highest leap with all his strength couldn't reach them. As he walked away disappointed, he said to himself, "Oh, you aren't even ripe yet. I don't need any sour grapes." You know, here, the storyteller, Aesop, of fables fame, touches on the failure to admit defeat. It's actually where the expression sour grapes comes from. When someone wants something, but can't have it, so they deem it worthless. That, my friends, is cognitive dissonance. I think we all feel that pang of sour grapes sometimes. Sold out concert tickets, passed off jobs, opportunities too sweet to admit missing. That's just the way it goes sometimes. We all have we have a story of our own, and often what feels like defeat or missing out is just an undetermined development in that story. Undetermined development. What do I sound like? Friends, don't miss out on your own life, wondering what became of the one that never was to be. You know, tend to your garden, and make peace with those pretty gardens out of reach. Thanks for visiting the studio today. It's been awfully... Who's that? Who's there? Charlie. It's midnight, prime time, the hour of hours, and for all of you off to bed, the weather is dark and stormy. There's a drink after my own heart, but not to worry, we'll be right back with more programming. Keep an eye out for the open window, and join us again on Channel Zero, your very own channel guide. Thank you. Thanks again. Thank you. Good night. Hello? Hello?